Okay, this is the knit contour in action. As I said before, I was going to knit the ribbing for this piece. I did 30 rows, 1 by 1 rib. Now I'm going to add my punch card. I'm going to make sure I start at section 1 on the knit contour. Punch card is set at row 1, locked on. I'll come back when all of this is transferred. There you go. It's on section 1, row 1 of the punch card. My carriage is set to go for my slip stitch in the tension that I used for my swatch. Once I am on the right hand side, I set it to slip, unlock my punch card, and I start knitting. As I go right to left and left to right, you will see that the knit contour is advancing. For this piece, it is insanely slow because I have 65 rows for every 10 centimeters. I didn't really think you guys wanted to see me knit 300 rows. Okay, here's a close-up. The carriage is going to go to the left and then come back to the right. We are now at the armhole bind off area. I'm following pattern D. I always start with the back in case I have any errors. They're easy to hide. This is knitting, not sewing. Use approximates, not exacts. For most armhole decreases, because there's more than one stitch, I use a gate peg bind off on side A, and then I knit across, and I do a gate peg bind off on side B. That extra row of stitching is not really going to make a hill of beans difference. Oh, look at that. Side one is done. Rethread the carriage and knit across. We're almost there. Rethread the carriage, knit across. Make sure you remember to release your gate peg bind off after you're done knitting across. I also suggest bringing up the last 2 needles every time you do a decrease to make sure that they get knit off instead of being knit off in pattern. Sometimes you get long loops and you don't want that. On the Raglan pattern, it appears that when the carriage is on the right hand side is when I will be doing the reductions. Sometimes it's every 2 rows, sometimes it's every 4 rows. If you find that the pattern piece is in between 2 numbers, just wait an extra row until the line on the pattern is on a defined number on your scale. Like I said, this is knitting, not sewing. There's lots of room for give and take. I love the Singer Knit Contour. It is compact, built in, and easy to read, easy to alter, unlike the Brother Knit Leader, which is awkward as can be. Again, I'm not going to bore you with every single decrease on this piece of paper. We're going to cut to the chase, and when the piece is all done, I have photos of it at the end of this video. The half scale patterns work very well as long as you swatch properly. You can actually use them to measure your piece after it is washed and dried. I love Raglan patterning. It always goes together flawlessly. I'm going to make one more video for the knit contour, doing the front of the sweater, especially the neckline decreases. So come back tomorrow and there'll be another video. Thank you for joining me today.